for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
The Target Series heads to the half-mile paperclip in Virginia for the first time. The Target Series heads to Martinsville for the running of the STP 300. Isaac Nichols, the 88, has won the pole for the first ever Target Series race at Martinsville. To his outside second is the 18 car of Kashawn Richardson. Then third's William Seaman, fourth is Sebastian Kukulon. Rounding out the top five, we have Riley Spraytube in the 8 car. Then sixth, that's Carson Bowers in the 39. Seventh place, we have Nathan Stapleton. Eighth is Michael Gregory. In ninth, we have Adam McDowell. And Max Rossi rounds out the top 10, car number 43. The rest of the field, there's Benny Watson, who's inside the 9 of Jeff Wright. And we have Tyler Fink with Eli Bright in the 7 car, along with Danny Lloyd and Sebastian Dupayne in the 74, along with Max Anderson and Jose Mills, with Luke Jones and Justin Lightning. Behind them, Jay Rando and Alex Fletcher. Then Casey Nanico and Matthew Logan. Behind them, Jake Galloway and Lord Alano. Then we have Luke Rainey and Mathis Wells. Anthony Hernandez and Diego Yepes, with Daytona winner Landon Lyons and Derek Kimmel the 33 to his inside. Then we have Cole Luigi and Jennifer Buford. Levi Jones and second in points Trey Rainey, with Damian Blue and Devon Red. And the final row, Leon Campana in the 29, and in 40th position, Matt Montoya in car number 13. There's our 40-car field for the Target Series at Martinsville, the STP 300. Let's go on trackside and fire the engines up for short track racing in the Target Series race number 2.
Drivers, start your engines!
40 cars rolling off the starting grid to go racing at the Paperclip in Martinsville, Virginia. Short track racing in the Target Series, Race 2, Season 9. Isaac Nichols, Kashawn Richardson, front row. The STP 300 is underway in Martinsville, Virginia. Isaac Nichols, a great jump on lap 1 to lead it in the 88 car. Seaman gets clear in second. Riley Spraytube will get to third. You saw that 44 really hugging the curve there through 3 and 4, basically straddling it, doing a great job getting down the bomb lane. But now he has Spraytube on his back bumper entering turn number 3. Stapleton drives low and Kashawn Richardson and McDowell looks 3 wide the 2 car. The A Spraytube went up the racetrack. Here comes Stapleton trying to get 2 for 1. He's up to 4th now past the 18. He's going to try and get 3rd on the 8, but Spraytube trying to get down and cover that spot. Stapleton, though, gets to the inside. This is a big change for these drivers as well. The first race of the season was at a 2.5 mile super speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida, where they're 2, 3, 4 wide racing and going almost 200 miles an hour. Now they're going to Martinsville for the second race of the season, half mile short track where they're barely getting over 100 miles an hour. You see right there down the front stretch there was a spin or something. Some cars may have gotten together and made some contact. You see the 3 has damage, Anthony Hernandez, and the 10 of Levi Jones. We'll have to look at that later in the race, see what possibly caused that incident. No yellow came out though, and it's gotten the 3 some heavy damage. Anthony Hernandez torn up on the front end there. Front of the field is spread out right now. Top 5, 6, 7, about 10 cars single file. Benny Watson makes the move to the inside. Jeff Bright in the 9 for the 10th position. As Eli Bright looks on Carson Bowers. Bowers flipped last race at Daytona. Eli wants that spot away. That's the battle for 8th on the racetrack. Eli inside, Bowers outside. Eli Bright grabs 8th position away. Benny Watson into the top 10 as he gets by Jeff Bright. He'll look for 9th on Carson Bowers in turn number 1. Benny Watson going to take that 9th position away down the backstretch. He gets beside Bowers. He has the inside lane in turn 3. He'll get by. Nice big move there, the 24. And now to the inside, Luke Jones, the 26. When you get caught on the outside here, it's like a never-ending cycle. You have to try and find your way down low as quick as you can. Right there, the 26 fight back down to the bomb lane. As up front, in front of these guys, for 8th, Benny Watson pressuring Eli Bright, got to the back bumper as the battle for 10th back there is heating up. Luke Jones going to try and get by Carson Bowers right there and clear him. And he does get clear of that. Jeff Bright now to the inside Bowers. as Michael Gregory looks on Kashawn Richardson for the 6th position. He'll get his nose to the inside of the 18 car. Richardson started this race in 2nd, got down line 6, but ever since then, he's been falling back on that outside as Gregory moves down now to 6th. Richardson back to 7th. Bauer's going to try and find a hole in line the 39 car. So he's currently back to 12th now, trying to get down front. Lord Delau in the 20 is currently running 13th. How about Jake Gallup to 14th, last season's champion, having a great run through the field. He started towards the back on the outside, but now he's down in line 14th, making some great progress with the field. Is back here for 12th. Laura Delano inside of Carson Bowers for that spot. She'll take it off corner exit. Up ahead, Jeff Bright for 10th on Luke Jones. We're having some good racing back here, just outside the top 10, just inside the top 10. Up at the front 5 are really just kind of orderly right now. Isaac Nichols has pulled away from William Seaman and Nathan Stapleton. They have Adam McDowell, Riley Sprayton, the rest of basically the top 7. And then 8th on back is where the battle really is. Eli Bright on back is where these drivers are getting a little rowdy. It's back here. Carson Bowers got passed by Jake Galloway, but immediately makes the move to get back by the 14. So Bowers keeps 13th for now. Galloway going to try and keep 14th. That's Sebastian Kukla on the 4. Makes the move for the top 15 on the 1 of Mathis Wells. He'll clear entering turn 3. Sebastian Kukla trying to regain lost ground from the outside starting position. He's back up inside the top 15 now for car number 4. Back up at the front of the field because Seaman has closed the distance a little bit to that 88 of Nichols, just a little bit. And of course, here at Martinsville, a place where you're hard on the brakes, you're hard on the gas, trying to exit the corner with wheel spin. It's all going to depend on who can save their stuff the best, who's going to save their tires, who's going to save their brakes. So long haul versus short haul here, very different. Nichols can have a good short run car. Question is, does someone have a better long run car that can try and get there and get by that 88? Or can Nichols try and lead every lap, all 45 to victory lane? But the difference is going to be this lap car. The 3 of Anthony Hernandez is ahead, running 21.860. Isaac Nichols last lap just ran 27.39. That 3 is a full second off the pace due to the front end damage, so he must hit hard. Question is, can Nichols get around that 3 car without any trouble? If he does get held up, can Seaman try and make a move to the inside for the race lead? Nichols right now just has a decent gap over Seaman. Back there's a battle. Benny Watson under fire from Jeff Bright. That's 9th and 10th on the racetrack. Watson going to try and keep that. Jeff going to try and get his nose to the inside. But right now, we have to focus on this race lead because Hernandez is ahead, and Nichols is going to catch him right here. Now, through the corners, obviously, the 3 is fine. He's up to speed. The straightaway is where he really lacks. Nichols needs to get around him somehow. Oh, he's going to get caught right here. Isaac Nichols caught by the 3 of Anthony Hernandez. Can the 44 Seaman or the 55 Stapleton make a move? Nichols still looking for a way around. He can't get around. He has a whole lane. You see the 3 get him the whole lane. Now Seaman's there. Bumper to the 88. William Seaman down low. Going to grab the top spot in Martinsville. Stapleton going to get to 2nd now in the 55. Riley Sprayton jumped inside the 2 of Adam McDowell. He'll move his way to 3rd. Nichols went from the lead now to just trying to cling on to a top 5. He might not even do that. Oh, Anthony Hernandez is really hurting Isaac Nichols, and I think the 88 almost shows aggression right there, almost turning the 3 car. He's still trying to get around. He's back outside the top 5. Nichols led the opening 16 laps of this race. And now he's stuck on the outside with nowhere to go. The battle for 3rd at McDowell on Riley's Spraywood tube. Now his teammates getting around him. Jeff Bright, Eli Bright move around. 88 gets put to the middle lane, I think. Finally, no! Oh, man. Oh, almost turning the 3 car. Hernandez out of control. Watson splits 3 wide. Nichols gets around. He's in 9th now. Benny Watson slows. He's on the apron. That 24 losing time. Luke Jones gets around him. Watson back to 11th now. Isaac Nichols fell all the way back to 9th. He was leading this race just a short while ago. Eli Bright moves to 6th, get by Kashawn Richardson. See the 9-2 on pit row with an issue. That is Matthew Logan. Nathan Stapleton going to try and run down William Seaman now for the top spot. Riley Spraywood 2 runs in 3rd. Adam McDowell in 4th. Michael Gregory 5th. Eli Bright to 6th. Jeff Bright's teammate to 7th. 8th, Kashawn Richardson right there. Big battle for 7th. Jeff overshot 3 and 4. And the 18 gets right back around. So now Richardson gets 7th back. Jeff back to 8th. And now might lose that spot to his teammate Isaac Nichols, who's going to try and regain all the ground he lost due to the lap traffic, the 3 of Anthony Hernandez. Right now he's just riding in 9th, stuck behind some of these drivers as Seaman leads the race. With under 25 laps of racing to go in the STP 300, let's go check on our points leader and Daytona winner Landon Lyons. Currently scored in the 29th position. It's not what he wants to be scored in. However, it's a decent day. He didn't really start well. Just behind him was second in points, Trey Rainey, 32nd. So a lot of these drivers are going to be falling in the points. The points are going to look a lot different than how they looked after Daytona. See 92 leaving the pits, Matthew Logan. He's a few laps down. He is 4 laps down now. So he's definitely going to be 40th at the moment unless something happens to where someone else falls laps down. This battle for the lead is close. I mean, William Seaman is not pulling away from Nathan Stapleton. The 55, they look to have very similar cars. The question is, who's going to have the car for the last 20 laps of this race? That 92, though, is he going to be slow these racers right now? Seaman ran a 29.31. Nathan Stapleton almost a tenth better with a 28.70. Then Riley Sprutu, similar to the 55's lap time. Michael Gregory up to 4th as Adam McDowell gets kicked back to 5th. And here comes the Junior Motorsports Brigade. Eli Bright gaining here on the 2 car. That's for a top 5. As Isaac Nichols moves way to 8th, getting by his teammate Jeff Bright in the 9 car. And Benny Watson back up to 10th in car number 24. 20 laps to go at the start-finish line. Stapleton's running down that 44. Don't want to jinx him, but his car's a little bit better right now, rotating the corners better. He's closing on Seaman. The question is, oh, yellow's out. There it is. Yellow out, 20 to go. Landon Lyons, we just talked about our points leader being at the back of the field. He may have spun around, and it may have been with the 4, Sebastian Kukulon. It's our first yellow of the day here in Martinsville. And this is with 20 to go, so it's going to set up a restart with about 15 laps of racing to go. William Seaman with the top spot. Let's go see the reason for the caution flag as points leader. Landon Lyons involved. He's on pit road with damage. We had mentioned Landon Lyons back of the field trying to gain some spots. He's 3 wide with Sebastian Kukulon and the lap car of Anthony Hernandez. Right here, gets to the inside of Kukulon, drifts up a little too high, and just gets into the quarter panel of the 4 car, spinning Kukulon hard into the inside wall right there. 98 hits the back of the 4, spins up into the racetrack. Nowhere for Devon Red in the 40 to go. Trey Rainey, the 20 misses. Alex Fletcher gets maybe some nose contact, but otherwise, 3 cars damaged and a crash here on the front stretch, including Daytona winner and points leader Landon Lyons in the 98 car. Kukulon as well, getting pretty significant damage along to Devon Red. Hard hits there. All the drivers involved, and now we're going to take a moment to go see what happened early in the race with Anthony Hernandez in the 3 car. So here's what happened, basically the same position, basically around the same spot as well. 3 wide, Hernandez and Levi Jones make contact in the inside while they go. However, since the car never spun fully around, no yellow flag came out, slowed the back half of the field, and that is why we didn't get a caution flag, but there was damage to that car. So William Seaman gets around Isaac Nichols in the lap car to lead in Martinsville. We'll go back green with about 15 to go in the STP 300. Coming back green right here in the STP 300 in Martinsville, William Seaman leads the way. As the 92, the 98, the 40, and the 3 have all fallen a lap down. 36 cars are on the lead lap. William Seaman leads the race in car number 44. Nathan Stapleton runs second, Riley Sprutu third. Michael Gregory and Adam McDowell are the front 5 as we're back green in Martinsville. Look at Riley Sprutu with a massive restart there. Getting around Stapleton and Seaman both. He'll get to the inside of the 55 for second. Riley Sprutu wants to win this race. Isaac Nichols going to fall back on the outside of the 9. His teammate got to the inside, but Riley Sprutu up front, the battle is on. He'll move to second. Adam McDowell to 4th, getting by Michael Gregory. The 8 has a run for the lead now. Sprutu with a run. Seaman. 14 laps remain in the STP 300. Riley Sprutu stalking the 44. And his tire track says the yellow flag and crash into turn 1. A massive crash. Lord Alano has wrecked in the 28. Racing it back now. Seaman out front. Riley Sprutu coming back around. And McDowell trying to get third over Nathan Stapleton. Racing back to 55. Gets it. Now slow these cars down, guys. Got damaged cars. Oh, Seaman got hit hard by Spurley. He has to get off that banking right there. He does, but the field now gonna accordion together. Hopefully we can sort this all out. But a crash entering turn number 1 has left most of the field involved. Lord Delano, the 20, one of them involved in the turn 1 accident. Once again, 3 wide. This time it's inside the top 15. In the middle lane, it's Luke Jones. Up top, Carson Bowers. Down low, Lord Delano pinches the 26, spins Luke around, and then they hit hard to the inside wall. They come up the racetrack. The track is then clogged at this point. And Max Anderson nowhere to go. Luke Rainey, he just plowed his way through it. And then the track is just clogged on the outside with Max Rossi up there. 13 cars up there. Matt Montoya, Tyler Fink. See Sebastian Dupain down onto the curb that they have there. But It's our second yellow flag of the race just after our first one. Caution's pretty caution, especially at a place like Martinsville. And now we're going to set up another late race here. So this one's going to come with under 10 laps remaining in the STP 300. See the 01 via Pez barely get by on the outside. Jennifer Buford slowed it down enough to get by. So it's our second yellow of the race. William Seaman leads Riley 32 back to the caution flag. However, they make contact. 44's rear damage. It's going to have some nose damage. Will that affect how this ending goes? William Seaman leads in Martinsville. This could be the final restart of the race, but it's going to be one of the most important restarts of the race for sure. William Seaman out front. We're coming green on lap number 38 here in Martinsville. Max Anderson, Sebastian Kuklon have retired from the race, but look at all the cars one lap down. Benny Watson's one of them. Landon Lyons. How about Isaac Nichols, the dominant car of the day? Sebastian Dupain and the 25 of Jay Rando. 30 cars are on the lead lap. Nathan Stapleton coming down Pit Road. He's last of them on the lead lap. William Seaman leads the race. He's dominated the second half of the race. Can he hold on over Riley Spirit second? Adam McDowell third. Michael Gregory and Eli right the front five. Back green at Martinsville. Under 10 laps remaining in the STP 300. And McDowell with the peak for a second now. Oh, that's going to ruin Riley Spirit race right here if he can get clear, though. He pulls ahead, but can the two dive bomb to the bottom lane? Trying to get to the back of that 8 car. Give him a bump, maybe. He's right in the bumper of the 8. Seaman running lower down the straightaway. 7 laps to go in Martinsville. The battle is on for 4th. Eli Bright has climbed through the field up inside the top 5. He's on the back of the 52 for 4th now. Jeff Bright to 6th. How about Jake Galloway inside the top 10 to 7th? How about Mathis Wells for 9th? And maybe some of these cars back here. Look at Laura Delano all torn up, but she's using that damage well. She's up to 11th now. That 28 is not faced at all by that damage. 6 laps remain. Yepez coming off pit road, the 01. But it's William Seaman pulling away. And you think if that caution did not happen, what could have happened between Spurley Tube and William Seaman? Because they were nose to tail at the end. It's still not over. 5 to go, but Seaman has a nice gap now over the 8 car. Any yellow flag would end the race. William Seaman in control right now. His last lap 2 tenths faster than the 8, 4 tenths faster than the 2. Down the backstretch of the race. How about for 6th? This could be a battle. Jake Gowie's closing on Jeff Bright to his back bumper. Can he try to make the move? 4 laps remain for William Seaman, trying to pull away and win. Battle's on for a second. Adam McDowell trying to get by Riley Spurley Tube in case something were to happen to the 44 car. It's a good battle for 6th, though. 2 champions of the Target Series. Jake Gowey won it last season. Jeff Bright has 2 of them, Season 1 and Season 4. And they're just battling out right now for 6th. That 14 trying to get by the 9, trying to maybe get to his bumper. But right now, no such move can be made. For William Seaman, he's coming around to 2 laps to go in the STP 300. It'll be a mile left once he gets to the start-finish line. As he comes off the corner, 2 laps to go in the STP 300 at Martinsville. William Seaman with a nice gap over Riley Spurley Tube. The gap back to the 8, 1 second. As long as nothing happens to the 44, nothing happens in front of the 44, he should be able to coast it on home to victory. Coming on to the white flag, one last time around, the Martinsville Speedway. The first ever Target Series race at this historic racetrack sees the white flag. We're on the final lap in the STP 300. William Seaman out in front of Riley Spurley Tube. It's going to be a dominant day for the 44. Dominated the second half of the race. Isaac Nichols dominated the first, but the 44 gets out front at the right time. Off turn number 4, checkered flag is in the air. William Seaman wins the STP 300 at Martinsville. Riley Spurley Tube and McDowell, Michael Gregory come across. Look at this big log jam of cars back here, trying to get in every spot so they can. But it's William Seaman dominating in Martinsville to get to victory lane. He was one of 2 drivers that led laps in this race today. Let's go see the finish results from the STP 300 at Martinsville. Here are the finish results from the STP 300, the Martinsville Speedway. 2 caution flags for 10 laps during the race, and 2 drivers led the race. 1 lead change. William Seaman led the final 30 laps en route to victory in Martinsville. 30 of the 45 laps led from 3rd starting position. Riley Spurley Tube ends up 2nd, and McDowell ends up 3rd. Michael Gregory, a top 5 for him here today. And 4th, moves him up into the points lead, and Eli Bright rounds out the top 5. 6th for Jeff Bright, 7th for Carson Bowers, Mathis Wells, Jake Gowey, and Max Rossi are others inside the top 10. Because Sean Richardson down to 11th, he had a top 10 car today, but the restarts did not go his way. Danny Lloyd 12th, how about Laura Delano, all the damage on that 28 car, she ends up in the 13th position. Matt Montori, Damian Blue in the top 15 with Luke Jones, Trey Rainey, Luke Rainey, Cole Luigi, Alex Fletcher the top 20, so a lot of damage cars like Luke Rainey and Luke Jones. Lord Delano inside the top 20 finishers. Derek Campbell, Tyler Fink, Justin Lightning, Levi Jones, Casey Nanico, Jose Mills, Nathan Stapleton, Leon Campana finish on the lead lap. Cars that are a lap down: Diego Yepez, Jay Rando, Sebastian Dupain, Isaac Nichols from the pole led the first 15 laps, fails to finish on the lead lap. He finishes 32nd. Benny Watson was inside the top 10 most of the race. Landon Lyons had a bad day. Remember, he won Daytona. Devon Red, Jennifer Buford finished 3 laps down. Matthew Logan finished 5 down. Anthony Hernandez finished 5 down. And then the cars out of the race: Max Anderson and Sebastian Kukulon. Let's now go see the point standings 2 races into the season. Here are the point standings 2 races into the season. Michael Gregory in car number 52 has the points lead with 2 top 10s on the season. He's only one of 2 drivers to have accomplished that here so far, because Sean Merchant is in 2nd, Eli Bryant in 3rd, Damian Blue in 4th, and Trey Rainey rounds out the top 5 in car number 20. Max Rossi, the other driver who has 2 top 10s, he's in 6th. Luke Jones 7th. Justin Lightning, William Seaman, and Matt Wells are the top 10. They have Landon Lyons, Riley Sprue with the 2nd place here today. Lyons down to 11th with his win at Daytona. Seaman up to 9th with his win here today. Matt Montoya, Jake Galloway 13th and 14th, similar to their car numbers. Ed McDowell 15th, Danny Lloyd, Casey Nanico, Cole Luigi, Jeff Bright, Leon Campana, the top 20. And then we look down: Sebastian Kukulon, Carson Bowers, Luke Rainey, Jennifer Buford, Anthony Hernandez, Fink, Red, Rando, Yepez, Mills, Delano, Watson, Stapleton, Hamill, Nichols, Fletcher, Jones, Anderson, Dupain, Logan, the rest of the field for their finishing. We're going to look ahead to the West Coast Swing. Race number 3 goes to the Auto Club Speedway for the Auto Club 250. I will see you guys then.